Hi, I'm Danny. I'm a health writer focusing on digestive health, and I'm currently finishing my master's in nursing. If you've been thinking about trying virtual GI care, there's a good chance one question keeps pulling you back. Will my insurance actually cover this, or am I about to get a surprise bill? Insurance language can be confusing. Telehealth coverage has shifted a lot over the last few years, and much of what you find online is either generic or trying to sell you something. So, in this video, I want to give you the version I'd want a friend to give me. I'm going to be looking at how telehealth coverage for GI care typically works in the US right now, what to check before you book a visit, what kinds of costs to expect, and how to tell whether a provider offers the kind of coordinated specialist support people with digestive symptoms often need. I'll also explain why an integrated virtual GI clinic like Oshi Health can simplify this process, particularly because dietitian and gut-brain care are areas where insurance coverage can vary more than people expect. Before we get into how to check your own coverage, it helps to understand the broader picture. Telehealth coverage in the US looks very different from what it did before 2020. Most commercial insurance plans now cover virtual visits in some form, and many treat telehealth visits similarly to in-person appointments. That said, coverage rules still vary from plan to plan. What you actually pay out of pocket can depend on whether the provider is in network, whether you've met your deductible for the year, and whether your plan requires a referral prior authorization before specialist visits. The takeaway is simple. Many plans cover virtual GI care, but it's always worth checking your specific benefits before booking. So here are the terms worth actually knowing. In-network means the provider has a contract with your insurance company and has agreed to discounted rates. Out-of-network providers usually cost more, and some plans may not cover them all. A copay is a fixed amount you pay for a visit. Your deductible is the amount you pay out of pocket each year before your insurance begins sharing more of the cost of covered services. Coinsurance is the percentage of the cost you pay after meeting your deductible, and your out-of-pocket maximum is the most you'll pay for covered in-network care during a plan year. Prior authorization means your insurer must approve a service before it will be covered, and a referral is when your primary care provider formally sends you to a specialist. And if you have an HSA or FSA, you can typically use those pre-tax funds to pay eligible out-of-pocket costs, including telehealth visits. So here's how I'd actually approach it. Start with your insurer's member portal, look for telehealth benefits, and search the provider directory to see whether the practice or provider is listed as in-network. Next, call the member services number on the back of your insurance card. You'll want to ask about a few things: whether the provider is in-network for your specific plan, whether virtual GI visits are covered, what your estimated out-of-pocket cost will be, and whether you need a referral or prior authorization. Finally, confirm these details directly with the provider. Reputable virtual GI clinics are usually transparent about accepted insurance plans and can often provide an estimated cost before you book. Usually you can find information on their website or call to get a tailored cost estimate, so there are no surprises. Asking the right questions up front can help you avoid unexpected costs. The single most important one is whether the provider is in network for your specific insurance plan, not just your insurance company in general. Beyond that, if the clinic offers integrated care, it's worth asking whether each team member is billed separately and whether registered dietitian and gut-brain visits are covered the same way as medical ones. I'd also ask for an estimate of your likely out-of-pocket costs and check whether your plan requires a referral or prior authorization before your first appointment. A few minutes spent on these questions can save a lot of frustration later. Coverage is important, but quality matters too. Look for a provider that specializes in digestive health rather than a general telehealth service. Integrated care is another major advantage. Digestive symptoms are often influenced by multiple factors, including medical issues, diet, and the gut-brain connection. Team approach tends to mean care that actually joins up. It's also worth looking for transparent pricing, acceptance of major insurance plans, and ongoing access through follow-up visits and secure messaging. Digestive symptoms tend to change over time, so continued support can be just as important as the initial appointment. One example of this model is Oshi Health. Oshi is a virtual GI clinic focused exclusively on digestive conditions. Care is delivered by GI providers, registered dietitians with expertise in digestive health, and gut-brain specialists, all working together under the supervision of board-certified gastroenterologists. Oshi is in network with many major health companies. Although insurance coverage and out-of-pocket costs vary depending on your specific plan benefits, according to company-reported outcomes, 91% of patients are seen within 10 days and 92 report symptom relief within 10 weeks. For a lot of people, the biggest benefit is just not having to coordinate it all themselves. For insurance-specific questions, Oshi Health also offers a free 15-minute intro call to be able to talk to a real person and get real answers about your costs before you start care. So virtual GI care has become much more accessible over the past few years, and many insurance plans now cover telehealth visits. The key is to check your benefits, understand your likely out-of-pocket costs, and ask the right questions before you schedule. Integrated clinics like Oshi Health can simplify the process by bringing GI providers, registered dietitians, and gut-brain specialists together in one coordinated care model. And if you've been putting off getting help because insurance feels confusing, it may be more manageable than it first seemed. Thanks for watching Health Hackers, and take care of yourself.